Hey, my name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. This is SEO After Dark. It is April 25th. Today's my birthday. So I have some fun stuff that I'd like to share with you today. So the very first thing that I want to give to you is something fun. This is going to be a backlink. We're going to go and test it too on top of it. So we're going to create a redirect backlink that comes from Bing. And then we're going to test and see if it actually passes anything via DR, TrustFlow, and DA to a page after it's built to a specific page. So that'll be fun. Then what I want to go ahead and give to you or share with you today is going to be a list of some .edus. I think that'll be fun as well. And last but not least, of course, we have a little bit more. We're going to test out either going to test out a piece of traffic software, something new, just testing it out. Or what we'll do is I'll showcase to you a new build out for the new SEOtesters.com blog that we'll be building out. So I want to start sharing some of my complimentary, or I want to share complimentary some tests, right? So what I'm thinking about is I've been pondering this for a long time. I want to give away tests that will certainly help you out free. Of course, we have a testing group and we do tests, but I want to do write-ups with video and audio of the tests that we create, maybe do some of the setups with you, and do write-ups all about the tests, just like I do in PDF format. And I think that'll be absolutely phenomenal. On top of that, I want to bring back a blog that I used to read all the time and I used to love. I want to start because I spend a lot of time analyzing and reading patents. I think it would be absolutely phenomenal to bring an aspect of that back. I used to love reading. I was good friends with Bill. I used to read his blog all the time. I used to torture him on Twitter. And I'd love to bring back the concepts or the ideas of deeper understanding of patents so we could get a deeper understanding of rankings for our business. So I want to incorporate the patents with my testing, and hopefully we can pull some testings out of this. And I think it'll be absolutely great. Inside of SEO testers, what I'm contemplating is also some submissions where if you or whomever is willing to help out with some tests, this could be a great opportunity for you as well. So some user-generated stuff, but, for a fee, of course, I'll pay. So with that being said, April 25th, today is my birthday. So I thought it would be super fun to have a stream. On my birthday, we actually have a new way to share. So I think this is super cool, right? So I don't want to waste too much time here. I got a few things that we want to do. Let's take care of the very first one. All right. So here's what we're going to do first. Let's go out here and we'll start with this. So head on over here to team. We'll go into testers, drive, testing. All right, let's see here. Okay. This is just some of the tests that I shared at spring training. And I guess to give you, I'm in a generous mood, right? Here, let's see if we can do, here's a fun one for you guys and gals. Here's some art. How about RU links? So here, you guys can take a look at some of this stuff here. Site 1, build 152 .RUs, right? And here's where they were at in July. Total keyword 17,911. August the 1st, built that 152 .RU links. Went from 17.9 to 19,000 keywords and 100 are in top 100, right? My mistake. These are in the top 100. So we actually had a significant increase in overall keywords. Now, here's what's great about this test. I shared 2 separate sites where we did .ru, tracked everything. I think this is the one that I shared inside of, right, September. So this is the keywords, 2 separate websites, building.ru's. But here's what's great. I came back months later to see, hey, what happened to the site? So as you can see here, it's 2 separate websites. So this one has 1,800, 1,800. But here, check this one out. So here, let's go back up to here. So as you can see here, 17,911. We brought it up to 19,465, right? As you can see. And then months later, so this was October the 1st of 2023, right? Went from 17,911 to 19,465, right? And then months later, I pulled a new report, okay? And then here we are. We built more RUs, and there's actually more than this. You have to note that a lot of the .RUs that we did, a lot of these, let me just make sure. Yeah, a lot of these, they don't allow scanning from, say, Ahrefs or in this case, SEMrush. So that's always fun. But let's take a look here. What's really, really interesting is here's the site update. This was 3/24 of 24, and our overall traffic has gone up. So did it hurt the site overall? In this case, no. Did it help us improve keywords where we sent the links? In this case, yes. Over the course of time, was it detrimental to build it was well over 200 .ru links? In this case, no. So here's some key takeaways. I always like to give some takeaways. In both test cases, the sites increased the amount of keywords ranking in the top 100 in the course of 60 days. Noticeable effect that I observed after building these links was a large spike, then a slow let off after 90 days. However, overall, an increase in keyword rankings. 3, in our test cases, .ru links are not a demotion. In fact, if you utilize them properly, they can be a valuable tool for your tool chest of link building. And this was 2 separate instances, 2 separate niches. And I hope that you enjoyed this. But what I'm looking to do is build this out. Why I'm sharing this test with you is I'm looking to build these out more of a write-up, more of a description, share some of the behind the scenes. Hey, here's what we're setting up. Walk through the process, do a write-up. I'm also been inspired by Google. They're doing an audio version. So it's not a podcast, but it's an audio. They're doing audio schema. They're writing it all out. They have an audio box. They have their podcast. And then on top of that, they have the write-up, and then they do a video. And I absolutely love this. I think this is where organic web is moving. Multiple variants within a website or multiple multimedia, gee, who would have thought, is getting rewarded more. I want to touch on this too with the schema types. You know, I talked to a gentleman today. I did a podcast or a group with my friend Alfredo. Him and I run a small proxy company, proxypixie.com, together. But with that being said, I had a question from one of his members in his group. I think it's a private group. Sometimes I think he broadcasts it, but either way, one of the questions was, hey, I'm going through a schema markup training. I don't recall which one it was, but he was intrigued by schema markup. And what he was really angling at was, should I be utilizing a massive amount of schema markup within my pages? And I want to point something out to you. Let me give you a premium example of what I think about this. All right. Let's not just go to any website. All right. I was looking up Kick. I forgot I had a Kick, but let's go to Google's blog. Let me show you something. All right. Not only was the example that I gave is go to any top 10 website, right? Better yet, top 5, any niche, anywhere, and you tell me, show me, right? Any top 10 in a high competitive market, you show me if they've built out this extravagant amounts of schema markup. And I would be blown away to see this, right? Because 99.9% of the time, business owners that are overachieving and or winning in the SERPs, they have schema, there's no question, but they're marking up the elements on the page very specifically. And here's a premium example of exactly what I mean by this. All right, so let me share this with you. Let's go over here. This is Google's blog. All right, I'll point out two things to you. Here's sustainable ways to get around new map search. Okay, AI editing tools are coming. So this is their blog. This is Google's blog, right? What's the word? Debatably, the best of the best, right? If somebody's doing SEO right, in a sense, I would think that Google's doing it right, right? That's my opinion, right? So let's go over here to this. Let's just go to one of these blog articles. So Androids, arts and culture. I don't want to go into anything wild here, but how about search? Celebrating spring with a floral illustrations on Google. All right. Now let's scroll down here. Here's what I've been I've been inspired by this, right? Like, take a look here. They have the listen, but more notably, and we're rebuilding this plugin out. We're going to give it away complimentary and free. Should be done definitely by May. So the beginning of May, first week of May, super excited about that. But besides the point, let's go to schema markup. Let's take a look and see what Google has done here. So they've made it clear that this is a news article, right? So we have a news article and they filled out some things. They've talked about the people that are here who wrote it, right? The organization, of course, is Google. So we have organization, news article. They're marking up the images, right? And then they're right here. Look right here. No, it's late here in America. I'm in the Eastern time zone, but speakable specification, right? Very intriguing stuff. I digress. Do you see anything here that's stuffed that isn't actually on the page, that isn't enhancing the usability and or the understanding to the robot or very helpful to the user? It's up to you to make a decision, okay? I just want to point that out. Let's go right to their homepage and I'll point something else out to you, all right? A page where you probably will find a lot more. Let's just double check here. There's less here. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get back to another point here. So I want to share with you a link. We'll set up a little test here together. So what I do is I have a template that I like to use sometimes. A copy of SEO testing template. All right. SEO testers template. All right. Well, TikTok videos rank on Google. If you guys were curious, yes, they will. But can you make them rank on Google, huh? I have the answer, but let's get into something new here. We've been testing all kinds of stuff. And I'm looking to share a lot of these smaller tests and bigger ones too. Like if I get something big, I want to share it. Let's keep moving here. So what we're testing here today, right, this is the general formula, general image at the top. But what I like to do is make a copy and then we'll call it, what are we testing here? Will Bing redirect links pass DR, TF, or DA? Make a copy. Okay, so will they pass power according to the tools? All right. That would be really cool. And then we'll do another side note here. So make a copy. I think that ought to be enough. So here's what I'll do. I'll take this. Okay, copy. And then I just put this right here, like this. All right, here's the test setup. So what we're going to do is I'll go ahead and share this with you here. Okay. Let me see if I can get an S on there. Oh, I can. All right. So that's really cool. All right. So here's going to be the link. So we'll make that small. All right. Very simple test. All we want to know is, will this pass link power? So what we'll do is we'll do an HTTP and an HTTPS. So here's the test setup. So here's how I like to do these. I just go right here. I go to my tools and we go to voice typing. We will create a redirect link utilizing Bing's news section. The link looks like this. Then we will index the redirect link. Our objective is to send this redirect link to a brand new page that has no links pointing at it. And we will see if it makes a noticeable effect, not only in rankings, but also within the scores inside of tools. All right. So the reason why I put it inside of index, like inside of quotations, is because I and you, I hope, understand that the search results are not the index. In fact, if we can get Google to crawl and see the link, then we know that the link is indexed. If it's indexed, that means it's passing equity. Now, I need it to be seen long enough that Ahrefs or Moz or Majestic see it. But besides that, let's move on with this test. All right. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and highlight this, make this smaller. Okay, make this black. Okay, the links look like this. Then we will index the redirect link. And then our objectives are, I'm going to put the objective. All right, get rid of the underline. All right. All right. Look like this. Okay. The links look like this. Then we'll index the link. That's fine. All right. So what I like to do is I like to take screenshots. So here's what we'll do. Okay. Come back over here. Okay, so there's the links. All right. All right, so here we're going to do some results. So today is for 25 of 24. Get rid of this. Go here. All right. Bring this into here. All right, now let's go to Google. Site colon. I don't think that page is there. No. Good. All right, so as we can see here, we might as well just do it this way. Perfect. I'm not even going to try to index the page. So this is perfect. All by itself, we're going to see. All right. Page not indexed. Okay. Page is not indexed. All right, so what we'll do is we'll come over here. We'll go to Twitter. Right? Whoopsie. We'll come into here. We'll put a S on here. Like this. And we'll say looking at our link building. Right? Question mark? Why not? All right. And then we'll go ahead and we will post this. And that's that. We'll hit the share post via nothing. All right. Now, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we'll go over here to reddit.com. Okie dokie. Go here. Go here. What is Haro is now okay. We'll go here. All right. We'll go down here. We'll repeat this like this, right? We'll shrink this up. So we have those two. We'll post this on Twitter. We'll even add a image. We'll call this Haro link building, right? Like that. And then here we'll do it. We'll go a step further. Here we'll come inside of here. I was thinking about Haro. All right. So then that's what we'll do. And then okay. Bingo. Boom. All right, now we have this, made our post, got it on tweet. All right, now when I look up this Chris Palmer SEO, there should be boom. All right, we're in. All right, so that's that. Now the question here. Beautiful. All right, I'll teach you guys all kinds of stuff today. Ready? Over here. Okay, and you go to here, right? Kosha. I always Kosha. I always have trouble spelling that for some reason. Not a big speller. Kosha. I think I still got it wrong. Okay, I got it right that time. Good job, Chris. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it's changing. See, and what they'll do is they'll then you give me a new one that time. Okay, and then this. Okay. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this, here we'll go over here to the page. Let's open this up. We'll go over there and just double check that. That way we can see it. Update. No, I don't need to update. Here, let's start this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside of, I'm walking you through the test, right? This is how we figure out, hey, well, we're really figuring out a few things here. And this is why I love testing stuff. Not only, hey, can we get it to show up, right? But will it show up in the tools? Also, does it pass juice? And then we also are learning, does a redirect actually do something? Right? So there's a lot of different things, but it's not just any type of redirect, because we know about the Yahoo or the Google redirects. I know about all kinds of redirects, but this is a newer one. I was using Bing. Bing has its own maps. I know how to set those up. I know about the image ones, like the Bing 5 or whatever it's called, image redirects. And those are cool, right? But everybody has those. So the news ones are, I don't know if it's new or old, but somebody was like, hey, I saw this in a Backlink profile. And I was like, let me go try it. Let's go see. Again, it's fun. I thought it would be fun for a video, and that's why we're doing it, you know? So, and plus I'm curious. I'm just a curious person. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go take a look at chrispalmer.org/haro backlinks, because this is a Well, it's a brand new page. So it was literally created yesterday or the day before. Yeah, see, nada. So nothing is pointing there. We'll go to backlinks. So nothing. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. So then we'll come back into here. Page not indexed. So new page created. All right. Okay. What are we using? 18. And then shrink that up. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll do one more. We'll do a ahrefs.com/backlink -checker. And then we'll come inside of here. We'll go to the exact URL. And we will https chrispalmer.org/haro-backlinks. And we have nothing here. Here, we'll even get his little picture. That'll be cool. All right. So I think that ought to wrap this up. So what I want to do, because it's my birthday, and I want to share with you, other than a fun test, that was a little test, a little something fun. What we'll do here, all right, checked in Ahrefs to see if any backlinks are pointing to the exact page. That was fun, right? All right, moving on. So page not indexed, which is exactly what we wanted. So, all right. Technically, it was 424. No, it was 425. Technically speaking, we'll be as technical as possible. All right, this could go up a little bit. That's semantics, Chris. Don't worry about it. So, and then new page created, 0 backlinks pointing in. All right. And that's that page not indexed in Google. Perfect. So that's that. Effect within. All right. Gorgeous. We don't need that. Okay, so we have ourselves a test we will create. All right, the test setup, no underline. We'll go there, and then this can be a 24. It's the news section. The links look like this. So here's our test, and that's that. I mean, that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, let's go in here. We could create a folder. So SEO testing. It's going to be for 425-24. SEO create. All right, so file. Move to here. All right, so that is that. And then here, I have some stuff that I'll share with you. Give me one small moment. Let's turn off some of this stuff. Okay, let me see here. Did I have to approve this or something? Cross post. Okay, we'll cross post this. It'll be flipping awesome. All right. And then I think we have to approve, which I'm totally cool with because it's mine. Yeah. Community appearance. Edit widgets. Rules text button. All right. So Chris Palmer. Here. Chris Palmer SEO. Here. And wow, I didn't know it showed up here. That's so cool. They say simple things, Chris, simple things. Hey, I think that's pretty neat. LinkedIn, right? Anywho, so what I'm doing here is I just realized that they're allowing this. I saw it, so I'm going to take full advantage of it. As a season review. Oh, that's pretty cool. See, I didn't know that it did that. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. Well, I don't want to pack it. I just want to showcase my site. I mean, is that so much to ask? You know? All right. Well, that's that. I guess we also shared how to create a backlink within your group, which I don't know how important that is, but hey, that was cool. Let's move on. Here's the next thing. So we're on a kick, right? We're on a Haro kick. So we wanted to know if Grok, the AI, if we utilize the content within Grok, will it get rewarded? So that's going to be another test. I'm testing that for myself. It's not going to be Haro though, but I have another idea. So that is that. So wow, this is so cool. This is here. I really like this new setup. I hope that you like the way this looks. I hope you like the viewing pleasure, right? Like the way the images are, the way the setup is. I hope it sounds good. It doesn't have 4K yet, but hopefully soon it will. And once it does, we'll be back in business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over here and I'm going to stop sharing this. I'll just bring this up. And what I'm going to do here is I need to pull up some links so I could share with you some .edu links. All right. I think that'll be cool. So I know a lot of people like complimentary links. So here you go. Okay. But give me a second here. I'll start pulling them up. In the meantime, if there's anything we can help you with, check that out. And I have this too here. I'll hook you guys up. All right. Some people take advantage. Some people don't. If you take a look, PR-CTR. I rarely do this. If you see these, it's highly rare that I give 20%. So it's my birthday. So there you go. What I'm probably going to do during the day, because it's mastermind day, is I'm probably going to give away like a boatload of like training stuff. I have some new trainings. I have some like awesome traffic bot stuff, epic traffic bot. I got a new on-page SEO training. I have updated GSA training. I update my GSA list, so I'll probably combine them, give that away. I want to give some stuff away today. I think that'll be cool, right? I always want to do what I wish people would have did for me. So what we're doing is we're building out using Cloudways. I've been building stuff using Google Cloud, Amazon. I really like CloudFront. I like CloudFront as a CDN. I was building Cloudflare. It's called Cloud Pages. The problem with Cloud Pages, though, is they show from Spain in tools. So it's a little bit it shows it all different types. Some are USA, some are Spain, some are Singapore. It's all over. It's bananas. So yeah, I got off of that. But what I'm getting at here is when I talk to business owners and they ask me, hey, what's the best hosting? I'm not promoting Cloudways. It doesn't matter to me. All I'm getting at here is I like using cloud. Like chrispalmer.org is hosted with Google, not on Cloudways. I'm going to put SEOtesters.com, the new testing blog, on Cloudways. I'm going to launch it through, I think it's Google. But yeah, I tell them hey, what's the best? When they ask me, I said, go get cloud. That way you could scale, you could get more RAM, you can get more cores, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're buying hosting, a hosting company shared has a dedicated server. They partition it 50, 60 times and sell it to everybody as shared. And then your site's slow, And I don't know if you saw this or not, but chrispalmer.org, my site, this particular site, yeah, there's not a lot going on here, but there's embeds, right? There's analytics. I have ads in the background, Facebook ads. I have a bunch of stuff loading, right? I have a huge image here, right? There's CSS. There's huge links. There's ad stuff in the background. There's attribution tracking. There's all kinds of stuff, right? And what I noticed too is if you get the hosting right, it alleviates so many technical issues. All right. So when business owners ask me and I tell them, hey, go to Google, and then they have to set up the server themselves, it's a problem, not for me or maybe for you, but for a regular business owner, they just want push button easy. So what I'm doing is I'm testing out push button easy solutions that will be fast and affordable, right? Because WP Engine is a push button solution that has a fast system, but what is it? $23 a month? Is that as opposed to, I pay $4 a month for Google. And I think I have 8 gigs of RAM and 2 virtual cores. That's insane. And it's on Google's server. And the stuff just flies. Here, we'll do a mobile, not desktop. My desktop will fly, right? But I'll just show you the difference. I'll show you this, which is pretty interesting. It might be a second, who knows, because I put some more tracking stuff in here, but let's see. Yeah, 1.4, 1.4. So it's slowing me down on those. But still, I got all that junk running in the background and it's still running at a 1.4. That's crazy. In mobile. That's not even desktop. I look at some business owner websites. Let's take a run of the mill, right? Just as an example. It makes such a difference. Here, let's just get a run of the mill. Let's just look for, say, a plumber in Austin, Texas. Just any random site. I don't know who this is. I'm just showing you an example. So this person's ranking number 2. You want to go for the first one? I don't know who this is. I'm just sharing what hosting can do, right? Mobile, same exact check. Let's take a look and see. I'm venturing to guess that they're probably loading less than 1.4 seconds or slower. You know what I'm saying? Not less than. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is what I see. This is what I consistently see business owners. Now, their mobile will be amazing, or they'll load in Nitro Pack and it'll be great for desktop, but their mobile always suffers. And I've noticed if you get a fast server, you'll fly. Even top sites, like if you go look at sites like top law firms, top real estate agents, brokers, like across the United States, like the best of the best, you know who they are. Go look at their sites. Like they're slow as molasses. So I want to be able to share something with my clients and you that it will be fast, but easy to set up and for a fair price, right? So yeah, that's what I want, and I don't want to go into the technical setup business because it still takes time. You know what I mean? So that's that. Where were we? Oh, I want to share with you some links. Oh, you didn't get to see anything I shared with you. Here, look at. Here, I'll show you this quick. See this? Look. So this is a typical site. I what I did is I looked up plumber in Austin, went to the top performer. I did a mobile search. Look at 3.1, 6.9. And this is a very average thing. What I was showcasing, I won't go through it again because it takes time. You have to wait for it to load. But I was running at 1.3 or 1.4 in mobile. And then this is what I see a lot of times. And a ton of this can be alleviated by getting better hosting. Like, yeah, you can scrunch the code, but I have stuff running in the background. Like it makes it easy, right? Of course, I keep the page light because I'm speed and SEO focused, but like a regular business, like I don't know who this is, but man, we want to make it fast and probably limit those, shrink those photos up in that case. Anyway, I got some links for you. All right. So let's switch this. Go like this. All right. Hang tight just 1 second. I'll stop this because it's very distracting. I apologize for letting it run so long. And then let me see here. All right. How about this? I'm not going to, I don't want to, I didn't check these. It's just a list that we pulled out. Okay. I just pulled this list out. It's an old list. I'm not even going to show you. There's 100 links on here. I'm not going to show, all of them, but I want to share something with you. I want to give you something. So what I'm going to give to you is I'm going to share this screen with you now. And for those of you that want some edu links, again, I didn't check these to make sure that you know how edu sites are, right? But what I will do is I'll share this with you now. All right. And you can have a look for yourself. If it's something that you want to do, have at it. All right. I haven't checked this. I think this sheet's from last year, a year and a half ago. There's 100 links on here. Here, I'll give you a couple more. Here, we'll do 70, 80, 90. Here's 30 links. All right. Here's 30 from here to here. All right. I'll make it a little bigger for you. Okay. All good. And I hope you find this to be helpful. All right. So let's see here if there's anything good in here. Here's a BN, edu.gov, edu, edu. Right? So these are for you. All right. You can go to those sites. It's giving you the formula. If it's a redirect, everything's here for you. Like this one right here, as long as the site's still up and they didn't patch it, you'd probably still be able to get this link. 50-50. I didn't go through this list. So, yep. There you go. So, all right. It's up to you now to do the rest. This isn't a walkthrough. This is just a share. All right. So there you go. Happy birthday to me, to you. Again, a lot of these, I think this is DRDA or DADR, something like that. I'm not sure. Or no, I'm sorry. It's probably DAPA. I don't recall this. This is it's an older list. That's why I don't mind sharing it, because I'm assuming some of these won't work for you. But have at it. All right, that should be enough. You can pause the video. So hopefully you find some help in that. Now, we're going to play around with Awesome. My good friend Yasmin, he was actually helping us out. My partner and I, Andy, we built a web traffic tool, click tool. So Yaz has been helping us out with our stuff. And I guess he just had an update. So we're playing around with his tool because he added a map functionality. So what I want to do is I want to test it, right? Because I'm curious if I want to add what they're doing on the back end is slightly different than how our bot works. Like we're doing it a little bit different. We're just doing it different. We're doing it different. We'll just say that. But what we want to test is, I'm going to test here. I want to write this down. All right. So let's pull this up and I'll share with you Z-test. All right. Okay. So let's head over here. Oh, I want to share this with you. What a great tool. Let me point this out. This is called PineGrow. We built a few projects in this, and I have to share this with you. This is a headless browser, but what's great about it is you know how Webflow and these types of tools where you get the great functionality, you can make a pretty site, or there's other ones too, but that's the most notable one that everybody knows. You want that customization, you want that beauty, but what you don't want is you don't want to have to use their server. Well, PineGrow allows you the customization, but I don't have to go and use their junk server, right? So that means I'm in control of the speed of my website. And that's why I don't like Webflow. Now, this one's cool. I think you'll really like this. You get full customization. Another cool one that I've been playing around with is Bootstrap Studio. I really, really enjoy that a lot. I'm trying to learn CSS. Very difficult, at least for me. But yeah. So hopefully, maybe that's a cool find for you. I don't know, but PineGrow is sick. Sick. You'll like it. I don't have a link or anything. I don't do that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's head over here. All right, now I feel tired. 3:30. Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning, Chris. All right. So I shared the links. Here's what I'll do. I guess that's good. All right, because I feel tired, and that's that. So I shared with you some tips about Schema. I shared with you the redirect link. I shared with you how to create a redirect link. I shared with you edu links. I shared with you how to add a link to Reddit. I think we did good here, right? I had a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm tired now. I was feeling awake, but I'm ready for bed now. It's been an absolute pleasure. You know what I get asked a lot? What builders do I like, right? Um, I'll share that with you right now. All right, because I get asked that. I'll cover that quick. Live Canvas, I like. Live Canvas, that's what I use here. It's called Live Canvas. The other one that I really like is called Breakdance. It's by the company that made Oxygen. So if you utilized Oxygen and you don't like their templates, but you like the speed of it, but you want something that's easier, Breakdance. So Breakdance, Oxygen, Live Canvas, and then the one I really like or I've been using lately on client stuff is Bricks.io. That's the builders that we use. All right. Or what's the word? Stack. Here, since we're in here, I'll show you this quick. WP. All right. Here, I'll show you. See? So, installed. Here's the stack. Let me see here. So, Live Canvas is the builder. SEO Press Pro. Okay. So, SEO Press Pro takes care of your metas, your schema, your title tags, your canonicals, the 301s, the robots, all the little stuff that you take for granted because you probably have an SEO plugin. But it's super time. It just saves you a boatload of time. Sick tool, right? Web stories. This is a Google thing. It's literally by Google. I'm messing around with that now. You'll see some videos coming out soon on that. It's pretty cool. And then WP Rocket. So that's for speed. I've been using that forever. And then this right here, that's for another talk for another day, but you can read right here what it is. All right, so it's been an absolute. Oh, and then this is Page Duplicator. I'm not even sure why this is here, but it is. Maybe if I want to duplicate a page, who knows why it's there? It could be somebody that's using it. But thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. If you are interested, we have a YouTube mastermind tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. All right. 4 to 6 p.m. We're going to keep running it an hour complimentary, and then we're going to do a breakout room where it's just super private. All right. Also, if you have not already, please take the time. SEO Mastermind. All right. Probably have to spell it right. So SEO Mastermind. All right. So the SEO Mastermind, what's cool over here is we have training, all types of stuff. We're going to give away some tomorrow or today, right? AI, traffic bot, small business video marketing, all types of stuff. How to create a level 10 in less than 24 hours. Almost is what I call it, because I think we got it to a 9 in like 6 hours. Building the do follows entity, of course, that's been around for a long time. GSA training, a list. The list, though, what you'll have to do is it takes you right over to my actual store, but I have all kinds of training. We have masterminds. You want to check out the mastermind, consulting, group consulting. I have private consulting. You can click this button right here. It'll take you right over to the calendar. That's consultation. I have masterminds, testing group coaching, a YouTube mastermind, and then, of course, my primary business, which is services, white label, and monthly. It's been a pleasure. If there's anything I can help you with, leave it in a question down below. It's been a pleasure. I hope that you're as excited as I am. We're going to start giving away free tests. So I'm going to do bigger write-ups. I'll make videos, do write-ups, and I'm going to have the audio. I'm literally going to mimic the Google blog. I was inspired by this blog here. All right. And when I see them doing stuff, only with that one feature, but I'm inspired. I like their layout. I like the way it looks, and I really like this. I think this is a clear indicator, like the secret's hiding in plain sight here, right? So I like how they lay it out, right? So nice hero image. I like how they do things. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great night. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta take my son to school in a few hours, but thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have